The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Safety car, safety car, safety car, single file guard, single file, safety car.
Humans. Extinction.
Alfala is $10,500 richer. Two-time NASCAR. Is your 2013 NASCAR iRacing done? It's going to be Humpy winning the race, and it's going to be Conti taking away his first NASCAR 2017 NASCAR Beginner Free Series Championship to Ryan Luza. Alfala is a 4-time champion of the NASCAR Beginner Free iRacing Series.
Safety car, safety car, safety car, single file guard, single file, safety car. Safety car, safety car, safety car. Single file guys, single file, safety car.
Humans. Extinction.
Alfala is $10,500 richer. Two-time NASCAR. This is your 2013 NASCAR iRacing. It's going to be Humpy winning the race, and it's going to be Conti taking away his first NASCAR
2017 NASCAR Beginner Series Championship to Ryan Luza. Alfala is a four-time champion of the NASCAR Beginner iRacing Series.
Safety car, safety car, safety car. Single file guys, single file, safety car. Safety car, safety car, safety car. Single file guys, single file, safety car.
Humans. Extinction.
Safety car, safety car, safety car. Single file guys, single file, safety car.
Humans. Extinction.
Alfala is $10,500 richer. Two-time NASCAR. This is your 2013 NASCAR iRacing. It's going to be Humpy winning the race, and it's going to be Conti taking away his first NASCAR
2017 NASCAR Beginner-Free Series Championship to Ryan Luza. Fella is a four-time champion of the NASCAR Beginner-Free iRacing Series.
Safety car, safety car, safety car. Single file guys, single file, safety car.
humans. Extinction.
the most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Safety car, safety car, safety car, single file guard, single file, safety car.
Humans. Extinction.
Alfala is $10,500 richer. Two-time NASCAR. This is your 2013 NASCAR iRacing. It's going to be Humpy winning the race, and it's going to be Conti taking away his first NASCAR.
2017 NASCAR Beginner Free Series Championship to Ryan Loser. Federer is a 4-time champion of the NASCAR Beginner Free iRacing Series.
Good evening all, and welcome to round 8 of season 6 of the AMF GT Dev Series. Tonight we're at Road America, and it's an endurance race tonight. It's a 90-minute race, GTEs and GTEs mixed class as usual every other Sunday, or every Sunday should I say. Mostly cloudy, and it's a morning track, 70% track state. It's carried over from practice and qualifying. I'm Steve Kirk, and joining me in the commentary booth again is Isaac. Isaac, how you going, mate?
Good evening, how you going?
Yeah, not too bad, eh? Just cruising around. That was a bit of a long wait there. I think it was iRacing issues there, but look, we got the server up and going, and we're all cracking along. So that's all good. We're all in here now.
Yeah, definitely here in the session now. We do apologise about the
Little delay.
yeah, well, here we are, ready for the penultimate round of the... I believe.
Yeah, we got one round after this one. So this is the last endurance round. Alright, as usual, AMF GT Dev Series is sponsored by Race Management Services, or your one-stop shop for all your iRacing software needs. Keep a track of RMS, they have a Discord site. Look around Facebook, it's all over iRacing down under there. You can get links and stuff from there. Not only that, they will have a website up live this week, and the software should be released at the end of the year, or close to start next year. So look, keep an eye on it. It's going to help everyone in iRacing, even broadcasters and stuff like that, even race management people as well, race control people, and that's going to be awesome.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's going to be a very awesome new application to be launched very shortly. Cannot wait to see it run. I know quite a number of people are pretty keen for the new product to be released. I know I am. I know you are, Steve.
Oh hell yeah, I want my hands on that.
Yeah. It's gonna be much, much, much more easier, and it's gonna go along the lines of things invented by Australians.
Oh, that's it. This could be the next best thing.
Yeah, this could be the next aircraft black box. This is pretty much the next Ute, the hill hoist. Mate, I can pretty much list everything that Australia invented that has been used worldwide. I mean, the list would take forever, though. That's the problem.
Alright, as we wind down the clock, we've only got a minute 15 to go. Here we are tonight. Well, I might as well tell you where we are. Let's go back to the welcome screen. We're at Road America. It's going to be an awesome race. Who do you reckon's who's going to tip this one? Because you obviously you know the names that it's in the server at the moment, so same as I do. We're missing a few, obviously, because V8 Scops round one's tonight. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting race.
Yeah, it definitely will be. Craig Edwards is in the server tonight. This is his. I think this. After a pretty disappointing last round of Le Mans, I do hope that he redeems himself. Even though he did finish high back up to around P4, it's just probably one of those things that may have. It's one of those cases of what could have been, but surely, yeah, it's been one. Surely, what he can improve from there. So I'm tipped to seeing Craig Edwards to be back up on the top step of the podium, without a doubt. Without a doubt.
Well, that's it. We've got 39 cars running tonight, so it's going to be a bit full on compared to Thursday's broadcast of only like 8 at a time.
Yeah. I mean, if you haven't watched Thursday night's broadcast, you should. It's live on Hoon TV, and I think it's also on Podium Broadcasting as well. Definitely give it a watch.
Shall be uploaded there soon. Alright, let's go to the GTE grid for the night. Up front, Craig Edwards, surprise, surprise. James Wilson out of second position. Steve Lattimore out of third. Chris Whittaker out of fourth. Liam Eagle out of fifth. Aaron Invers out of sixth. Tyler Blackburn out of seventh. Darren Huxham out of eighth. Paul Jones out of ninth. Nathan Anderson out of 10th. Let's scroll through real quick so we can jump onto the GT3 grid. We've got Dave Clements out of 11th. Scott Chambers out of 12th. David Miller out of 13th. Pat Gow out of 14th. Ryan Jones out of 15th. Javen Wood out of 16th, Bruce Ross out of 17th, Dan Hanover out of 18th, Brenton Hawkins out of 19th, Ian Smee out of 20th, Russ McQueen out of 21st, Chris Ewing out of 22nd, Steve Bartholomew out of 23rd, Dean Ross out of 24th, Justin Cotterill and Ryan Colstead are race control. Let's go to the GT3 grid tonight. Rob Gray up the front, Tom Curran out of 2nd, Mark Dial out of 3rd, Stephen Varga out of 4th, Jeremy Clark out of 5th, Dean Reddit out of 6th, Brenton West out of 7th, Peely out of 8th, Simon Larder out of 9th, Jesse Varley out of 10th. 11th is Brendan Young, 12th goes to Ross Wilson, 13th out of Andrew Lang, Aaron Gilbert out of 14th, Grant Matterford out of 15th. That was a mouthful.
Yeah, I just want to add as well, a notable absentee from GT3 field is Chad Earn.
Interesting little camera work that's going on here. This is it going and doing its thing.
Also, bit of team favoritism. Good to see Stephen Lattimore in Race on Oz. Let's see if they get those CMR boys a bit of a run.
I think there's only one or two in tonight. I think they're all busy.
Yeah, I've seen a few of them. I've seen a couple of them run Scops.
Yeah, a few of them will be in there.
So no surprise there. Here we go, coming out of the Moraine sweep into turn number 5. It feels like it takes forever to do a whole lap around Road America on a pace lap. It just goes forever. So, to be honest, what is your favorite corner of Road America?
The last one before you cross the finish line, because you know you just did another lap.
It's funny. My favorite's either the King or Canada Corner.
I don't know. I reckon it's a real tricky track for me. Alright, this one, you know, doing it with V8s and stuff like that. You know, I always struggle with this track. It wasn't one of my favorites. So if I could avoid it, I would.
Yeah. This has been it's been used as the final round sculpts for the last couple of years now. Vision, no vision on the broadcast.
Yeah, that's all sorted.
Oh,
for some reason.
There you go.
Yeah, that was you know, that was all sorted before.
Weird.
Yeah,
Very weird.
Another, you know, what's broadcasting without a little technical glitch?
Yeah.
They're every week. It doesn't matter, as long as we have fun doing it.
Yeah, definitely. So there we go. There. So the rough safety car is currently, and the GT field is at Canada Corner. Having driven on around that track personally, it is a very tough corner.
Yeah,
You just like it.
I think the pace car needs to, like, you know, push it up a bit. You're wasting all these boys' fuel. Yeah, but anticipation is going to be like building, right? And the first corner is going to be like pandemonium.
It's going to explode. Kind of like that episode of Married at First Sight that just happened.
Oh, you had to chuck it in there, didn't you?
Yeah, I have to. Here we go, around the final corner. Penultimate round of the AMF GT Dev Series, and they've already started the ball car.
Well, that's it. As usual, the 10-second gap from the GTEs to the GT3s. Craig Edwards has put his foot down.
And there's already almost a move between those two FT1 cars.
Yeah, but watch the... watch Steve Lattimore.
What's Lattimore? What's Huxham going to do into turn 1?
As they come
Makes
around.
GTEs are clean as a feather.
So far, so good.
So, the GT3s, looking at them now.
Let's go back to Rob Gray. There's a little bit... Oh, there's getting some tight action in the back of the field.
Even they went through pretty cleanly.
Even they were nice. What's going on tonight? Oh, that's
Don't
right.
know.
That's right. Hang on. It's an endurance race.
It's an endurance race, that's why. Aaron 30, they do not want to make a mistake. Not even that.
Just that move. Scott Chambers just jumped one position there. Up on David Miller.
That was a pretty interesting dive coming out of the Corvette bridge.
Not only... They're not too bad at the moment. They're going alright. But this mid-pack here... You'll see something with Ryan moving soon.
Oh yes. through carousel for the first time. It's one of those corners where you have to like speed up, decelerate, speed up, decelerate. You know, all that jive, all that. But,
Oh, big crash!
Oh, big crash! One of the Le Mans cars, the Ford GT. Who was that? That's so you'll get that. That's Dave Clements.
I was.
And
Let's
oh,
see if we can get. Let's see if we can get a replay of that.
See what happened.
Oh,
Looks like he did it on his lonesome. So the King has claimed its first victim tonight.
that's alright. He's taking it back to the pits. They've got a fast repair and the endurance.
Oh, another car slowing down. That's the BMW. BMW M.
No, we've got a safety car because of the Dave Clements smash. So they're going to bring the safety car out. Yeah.
So there we go. The field now under the control of the AMF safety car. It looks like it was done on the first. It's like the GT3 cars are going back double filed. There we go.
I'll see if we can see that again. No, still back more.
So your current race leader is Craig Edwards.
Oh, he's gone wide.
Oh no.
Oh.
That was the one with the kink, right? That's correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
there
gone
you go.
wide. Just dropped the tyre.
Yeah, there you go. The kink has claimed its first victim tonight. That being Dave Clements,
Let's go.
and it was enough to right the AMF safety car, which, mind you, does look pretty nice.
Yeah, but on lap 2.
Yeah.
Unlucky.
Very unlucky.
Should I make a joke about the safety car being a Ford?
Don't know.
Well, it has to be a Ford. They can't go any faster, can they? How many people are going to say something wrong to that?
I don't know. They're first on race day.
I could say something else.
What, found on road stub?
Oh, I'm not allowed to swear.
Yeah.
Totally just right into chat then. This is very interesting.
It is.
Let's look at the top 5. Craig Edwards, James Wilson, Steve Lattimore, Chris Whittaker, and Liam Eagle as the safety car.
Pulls away.
Alright, let's go to another view so we can kind of see the restart a little bit better. Hopefully everything's nice and clean. Dave Clements did take a pit stop, obviously to get a fast repair. But he was only in there for 5 seconds, so he wouldn't have took fuel or anything like that. Oh, he would have took fuel at 5 seconds, wouldn't he?
Would have.
No, 5 seconds. Pits. Well, a fast repair pit stop would only be like a second stop time.
Yeah.
Whoops. What's that doing? As they're coming round the last corner. When's Craig gonna go?
Looks like he's waiting there for... Oh, there we go.
Ah, that's always it. You gotta get the jump, eh?
Yeah, definitely.
He always does it too well as well.
He's such a master at it.
Well, let's go down the field and jump on board.
Ooh, and there's already a pass done by Scott Chambers.
Let's jump on with Liam Eagle just to see the first couple of corners with these boys.
One of the things about these early phases of these restarts is that the cars are usually compressed together. So when an accident could happen, it can actually cause a pretty decent traffic jam. As I'm definitely not referencing what happened with Ambrose and Murphy back in 2005, and that happened after a restart, I believe, too. Seeing that most cars have gone through and absolutely done it pretty clean.
Yeah,
at the
everyone's
moment.
been nice.
Yeah.
Track map looks like a nice little snake at the moment. Everyone's been nice. Wonder if race control said anything. Oh, as we just saw Mark Dial go real wide, where Dave Clements got it. Is that Stephen Varga making a move? It is too.
Oh, so that front Aaron Ivers just getting a little loose coming out of the final corner. Almost crashing his Porsche 911.
Craig Edwards just set the fastest lap. 2 flat, 0.887.
Jeez, that's quick.
I reckon we'll see faster.
Minute 59s.
Can't. Just
Well,
for,
knowing.
just for giggles. Yeah.
Yeah.
Low 159. Let's look at the weather. 26 degree track, ambience 24. Oh, as we got someone spun around right in front of him. Who's that?
What was that?
Who just spun around?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Oh, it's Tom Curran. And he was the leader. It was the leader of the class. It's got huge front end damage on the Mercedes.
Let's have a look at that, because I completely missed that one.
Looks like it was like the cars kind of blink out all of a sudden on my screen. It looks like, oh, he's just done it on his own. He spun it all by himself.
Unlucky.
Holy smokes! And oh, the kink. That's a place that always scares me.
And again, we have someone else running wide there. That was Russ McQueen.
Oh, there we go. Oh, I thought they were gonna go 2x2. Coming out of Canada corner.
Craig Wade was up front. As I'm just going to try and get my timing screen to work properly, because it says that Ross Wilson was leading the race, but he wasn't. Something must have happened to Ross, because he's in the pits with some serious damage.
Jeez.
See if I can get a replay of that. Nope.
The field's actually been more compressed than I first thought it would be. I thought they would have maybe started to get a little bit spread out. But no, it's still seeing quite a number of different battle packs here, there, and everywhere.
These boys have just been complacent. That's what. Oh man, what a bad accident! Oh, and the motor goes as well. So that's why he jumped to the pit. All right, Roger. All right, cool. Let's go live. Let's go.
There's lonesome, and that insult to injury.
Yeah, but that's it. A lot of accidents tonight are just because of it. P. Lee is probably the closest out of the whole entire field into someone in front of him. Let's go back. Let's have a look. Some good. This train that's happening between 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, even. Look at this.
They're all banking up pretty well. Oh, here's that Paul Jones in the CPR car parts Ferrari. Now, too wide. Coming out of the final corner, and it's still too wide. Yeah, Yaman Wood and Scott Chambers.
Let's see what happens down at the first corner.
See here. Looks like Javan.
Oh! That's three of them. That's 3 of them. Oh, the race control was not going to like that one bit, even though the damage is not going to be that bad.
No,
that is going to be absolutely painful.
Yeah. And Scott Chambers, like, he was going for a gap that maybe looked like it did stop existing.
Let's go back up here a little bit. Steve Lattimore, just been watching these times. He's really pushing on the back of James Wilson at the moment. So we'll see what happens there. Let's go down the field. We still have the battle pack, you know, 5 and 6. 4, 5 and 6. 7. Even.
Aye, aye, aye.
See if that's gonna.
Oh! Scott Chambers nearly having a taste of his own medicine by Simon Larder in the Mercedes AMG.
It's a bit interclass as well.
Yeah, in a class spin, so that will be also looked at by race control, possibly. Let's just keep an eye out on what the stewards will say. Oh man.
Wonder what's going to happen here. This is just Paul Jones behind Rob Gray. So there's a GTE behind a GT3 leader.
Oh, that's gonna get really interesting.
I don't think he's alright. He's a good driver.
Oh yeah.
Alright, just as Javon Wood pulls into the pits. Tonight there is 2 compulsory pit stops. Aaron Imvers right on the back of Liam Eagle. As he's going to make a move. Up the inside, a little bit on the grass. Liam's still going to have pace. Sorry mate, not today. Paul Jones is in the pits. So is Scott Chambers.
So all 3 cars that were involved in an incident just a lap ago have been to the pits. Looks like they might have received a bit of damage.
Not sure to be honest. Looks like Simon Lada has also been black flagged. Not sure why though. Probably get an official confirmation very shortly.
Oh, I just saw in chat, by the way, Mitch said, make sure you get people's names right tonight, Isaac.
Damn it, Mitch. Race on us, teammate. Race on us, teammate.
Yeah, what was his name, bitch? Oh, look in front! Aaron Invers!
No! Invers into the... Oh,
Invers!
Oh, that was
Let's try
close.
and get
And
a
he did
good look at that. Oh my god.
Looks
Sorry.
like he did it on by himself. So here we go.
Let's watch a replay of this.
Simon Lada. I think it was car 167. Yes, I can confirm that. He spun around car number 746, which is Scott Chambers. So he's been given a 30-second stop hold for that incident. Looks like Scott Chambers has also been given a 20-second stop and hold for the incident involving those three cars. So no surprise there for the penalties of both of them. Yeah, well, it looks like Aaron just did it all on his lonesome. Just got a little bit too committed coming out of turn 1 and just did a little loop-de-loop at the oh, Stan! Looks like he had another incident before the Speedville Bridge coming towards Carousel.
What's going on tonight? I'm trying to keep up. Everything's going wrong. Nah.
Oh, another one. FT1, Chris Whitaker. Nearly loses control of the Ferrari in the dirt. God, the race has gone off, and we're only 24 minutes in.
Yeah, these boys gotta focus. They got another, hour and 10 minutes to go.
Jesse Varley's disconnected. Looks like he may have been involved in an incident.
Yeah, we've had a fair few GTEs in the pits, eh?
Yeah, whoa! Who was that behind Liam Eagle in the PRT Porsche trying to get a move on Whitaker? And has the race on those Porsche behind of, I am gonna get this wrong, but I'm thinking that is Tyler Blackburn. Behind, oh my god, I got that correct.
You sure did.
And speaking of Tyler Blackburn, goes wide. Damn it. Damn it.
Yeah, stop commentating on stuff like that. They'll be like, dude, what are you doing?
Yeah.
While everything's like this and everything's all calm and cozy and stuff, let's just go check out some ads for a sec.
Safety car, safety car, safety car. Single file, guys. Single file, safety car.
Alright, let's go back live. That was a bit of a, just trying to fix some technical dramas that was going on behind the scene, but we're all good now.
That's good to hear.
Alright, so let's look at the top 5 GTEs. Craig Edwards is still up front. And he's doing a good job of it too. He's 3 seconds on Steve Lattimore. James Wilson still in third. Well, James Wilson was in second position. So Steve would have took that position for him. Liam Eagle as well coming up as well. So there's 2 Race on Oz cars in the top 5 of the GTEs. Let's shoot. Yeah, trust you to say that. Alright, let's go look at the top 5 of the GTEs. Rob Gray up front, surprise, surprise again. That's 3 seconds over Stephen Varga. Brenton West, 8 seconds behind. Jeremy Clark, 8 seconds behind. And then P. Lee, 13 seconds behind. So the massive spread between the GTEs at the moment. Well, sorry, GT3s at the moment. So that's going to be crazy to see if they can close any gaps. Pit stops, we're pretty good at, like, only from the crashes and stuff like that. The only ones I could say that is Scott Chambers that's done 2. He's done 2 pit stops. Is that Liam? No, it's not. It's Steve. I was just about to say, that must be going around. Oh, it's a GT3. Making a move there. Alright, let's have a look. Go through the field here. This train, or this train that's happening between 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th. As you can see, a Ford making a move there. Steve Bartholomew.
And sounds like another can has just opened.
Yeah, I was trying to hide that. So I was trying to hide the fact. Oh, and Steve Bartholomew goes wide.
Oh.
Unlucky. Brenton Hawkins is going to take that position back. Thank you very much. Good. Thanks for trying. Not only that, you've got Dave Clements up the back of Dan Hanover, Team CMR. Hashtag CMR for the win. Oh, if we're putting it out there. But don't forget, look, Steve Bartholomew is right on the back. Well, was on the right back on the Brendan Hawkins. Now he's going to go out and see what happens down into the next corner. Just as Dave Clements goes for a long dive and gets 2 in a row. What a move, mate. What a move.
Ding, ding, ding. Actually, I saw this and...
Dude, I'm sorry, man. That's it. That has to be a replay. That has to be a replay.
That is replay
I've
worthy.
got to see this from on board. Just see you later. I'm sending it. I've licked it, stamped it, and went, see ya.
See ya, mate.
Dave Clements. Yeah, mate. Move of the season. Move of the season right there. Let's go back live.
It's like... doesn't matter how many times you try. Like... That's just a case of just setting it up at the right place at the right time to try and make that pass stick. And that's what he's done. He's made the pass stick.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I mean, in real world, 2 in a 1 is a very rare achievement. And basically what he did, he set it up right. He set the dive bomb in at exactly the right time, knowing that both of them will be on the outside of the track, and got them both. Like that. Got them so easily.
Yeah, but not only that, but if you saw it, and the 4th person in that position there, he actually locked the front right. So, you know, that's a bit of a... Even then, you know, you lock that wheel, you're going to try and slow down a lot, as Dan Hanover is going to make a move on Brenton Hawkins into the next one. Let's see what pulls out here. He's got it easy, but what's the run out like? Yeah, peace.
Oh, Whitaker! Almost trying to get past all these GT3s. Nearly spun one of them around. Managed to get out of the way.
Just moving out the way.
Oh, that's
Liam Eagle as well.
You're trying to pass these cars now. It's going to be a pretty hard task because we've got all these. Got all of these other. Excuse me.
You yawning or sneezing?
Yawning.
Yawning.
It's been a busy day for me. Did a bit of dirt karting. I'm sunburnt as well, so I'm a tired and sore man. So yay me.
Let's have a
Oh! Ross Wilson just looks like he's spotting on his own, coming out of the penultimate corner, just absolutely sent the car into a bit of a spin, and unfortunately has had severe damage to the front of the.
Oh, he has two. Oh my god. That was close for Liam there. As we go back live.
That was very close.
I keep pressing the wrong buttons tonight, guys. Alright. Surprise,
One
surprise,
too many
Craig Edwards. Still out? Nah, it's not 2 on 20 cans. What are you talking about?
Oh, here we go, another pass. And it
Craig
looks
Edwards
like
still has the fastest lap on lap 4.
oh my lord.
Come on, man. Last lap was a 2:01. 091 from Craig.
That's pretty good.
Well, Steve Lattimore's doing a 2:01.3.
So the times are close.
Yeah. Look at these guys spread out a bit.
Here's a bit of an inter-class battle in itself. A couple of GT3s, a couple of
Darren
GTEs.
Hudson.
He's a new addition to new addition to FT1.
What's
Tyler
going on here?
Blackburn. That was risky, but he managed to get it done. But look out for Hudson behind him.
That was just going to get messy. Look at it, 6 cars down in one corner, nearly three wide.
Oh, Blackburn's still going to keep the spot though.
Yeah, definitely. Look at this.
Out of all this confusion.
Yeah, there's 2 GT3 cars and 2 GT3s, 4 GTEs trying to get past. Not one crash.
Yeah.
Well done, lads.
Wow. Yeah, I'd give them credit for that. They didn't pluck themselves into the wall.
Oh, Steve Bartholomew just making a move on Russ McQueen. Coming out of the final corner.
Oh, we have one on the dirt. And effectively loses the spot. That was the LeBlanc BMW that we had in the other battle.
Is that to get out of the way? Or?
I think so. By the looks of things, that was Pat Gallo. No, Pat Gallo's
It'd
in
be
the
Mark Dial. Mark Dial's in front of Pat.
Oh, there you go, Mark Dial. I'm sorry. I do apologise. It just sounded weird that because Gallo's in the GTE and confusion.
Well, look at this. These boys are still going, eh?
They are.
12, 13. Oh, just as. Oh,
McQueen.
unlucky Russ McQueen. What are you doing?
Looks like he's locked the brakes and just
owns them.
got a little bit too trigger happy and locked all the brakes.
Well, not so much. I think it's just one of these things with the Porsches tonight.
Yeah.
Well
I
actually,
think
no.
I've
Sorry,
thought-
I can't even say it's just the Porsche. Look at the difference of the line then between Dave Clements and Dan Hanover. As Dan Hanover was gonna try and get a move done. Unlucky. The
Very
difference
unlucky.
of line just then was huge, and it's not the first time I saw it. I saw it before. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. Darren Hudson. P7. In between Tyler Blackburn, Nathan Anderson. No behind him, David Miller. It's another close battle. Well, the closest second battle. No one in the top 13 drivers has pitted. Dave Clements already pitted, obviously, because of the lap 1 incident there.
Yeah. So it looks like, yeah. Looks like all the different battle packs are starting to take hold of each other.
I'm surprised they're not spread out more, to be honest.
Yeah, same.
I thought they would have been real spread out by now. As you can see, Rob Gray on the back of Chris Uding. Russ McQueen's in the pits. Obviously, he's trying to get some damage fixed. He didn't hit anything though.
No.
So he's probably just taking his pit stop. He's lost some time and he's thought, look, I'm just going to take my pit stop now and get it over knowing.
Yeah, definitely.
Pat Gallo out there on his lonesome, just doing his thing.
Just doing his thing.
I forgot.
Whoa.
There's some massive gaps though, hey? Like, you look at this.
There are.
Craig's just... Yeah, lap after lap. He did a 2 flat 0.9 the lap before, and then he's just in a 2:01.051. So 0.6 of a second he just lost on that one. James Wilson is in P2. So what happened to Steve Lattimore?
Where's Lattimore now?
Yeah, I was just about to say, what happened to Steve? An off
Down
track. Let's see if we can try and jump back.
Down in
Probably
P4. And we confirmed from race control that the Dave Clement, the pit that Dave Clements did, he hit the kink, did not count as a official pit stop because.
Oh, so he still has to do 2.
So has to do 2.
Oh,
That's
just in the
coming
background,
to-
who was that? Just trying to find that. That must be a GT3 car. It sounded like a Mercedes. Back in the pits there. He's been in there for a fair bit.
Sound like Dave Clements got involved too.
Ooh.
Can I just? Are there any drop rounds in the AMF series?
Best of my knowledge, no.
So, and Craig Edwards is the championship leader, right?
Yes. But
So,
I did not put the results up from last week, and I didn't put up. Yeah, so I didn't put up the results or the championship points as of after last week because we've only got one more to go.
Yeah.
So-
I was about to say, could Craig Edwards be champion elect?
We're not going to say anything yet.
Well, they got 50
Let's-
minutes.
Yeah, no, let's see what happens after this race.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's go through the
There we go. There we go. Again, confirmation from race control. There is a two drop rounds.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
One normal, one for sprint, one for enduros.
That's not cheating. Why drop around? If you didn't race, or you sucked, that's on you.
Yeah.
Well, sorry, that's my opinion, because I suck always, so it wouldn't bother me. Dan Hanover just pulled into the pits to do his first compulsory pit stop. Let's get in the order here. Dare and Huxham. There's a nice little battle going on here between 7, 8 and 9. Let's go on board with David Miller. We've been trying to... We've been actually catching the accidents tonight. So we've kind of been good broadcasters, hey?
Yeah.
Mm.
Seem
That's
to be
alright.
getting all the. Yeah, seem to be getting all the incidents that happened beforehand.
Yeah,
So
well,
that's
we're here for fun, mate.
definitely. If we're not here for fun, then what the hell are we here for?
I don't know. Yeah, have a few cold beverages and talk some race cars.
Actually, speaking of beverages, I'm getting one here now.
That's it. Alright, let's change the view. Let's go to something else. Let's move these cameras around a bit. Look, Craig Edwards up the front by 8.1 seconds. Second, James Wilson by 5 seconds over Chris Whittaker. Steve Lattimore only 1 second behind him. Liam Eagle 2.3. Tyler Blackburn 6.3. What does that make? 3 race on Oz cars in the top 5. This is getting hectic. We've just got to start banning these boys. Darren Huxham right on the back of Nathan Anderson. That's got to be a move soon. Definitely is going to be a move soon. This is where it's going to come between a Porsche RSR and a Ferrari 488 to see what the tyres are going to hold up like. David Miller right behind them. But if I was David Miller, I'd just be sitting there waiting for an accident to happen or wait for Darren Huxham to make a move. As he does. Nice, clean. Nathan gave him space. As he touches the grass as well, that's going to slow him down. See what happens behind him with David Miller. David Miller's going to benefit from this or not.
Ah, crap. Just came in here and I forgot the straw. Oh well.
Don't need a straw, bud.
Yeah.
Shotgun.
It just looks like my screen's fixated to this little battle at the moment between Devin Miller, Nathan Anderson, and Darren Huxham.
It is. Darren Huxham just went through on Nathan. But only because Nathan hit the grass. He just went a little bit too wide. After it, David pulled it in a little bit tighter. This is the closest battle, right? So 9th, 8th and 7th. What do you want me to say the other way around? 7, 8 and 9?
7, 8,
closest,
9.
yeah. It's the closest battle. And then tyre... Oh, no, take that back. No, yeah. No. It's the closest battle in the time field.
Yeah. You'll be right. Yeah.
Who
Looks
else
like
we
we're
got?
about to grab another one of Tyler Blackburn.
And then Jarvin Wood, he's in the pits. Still need a second pit stop. Let's go back up the front. Craig Edwards just pacing as usual. He's on a 19 lap stint. Same as the first 12 drivers back to Brenton Hawkins. So Ian Smee should be passing the finish line now.
Oh,
To
Huxham.
do his 19th stint. This is the closest battle.
Again, they're about to grab another one. I swear, it wouldn't be long until Tyler Blackburn gets involved, which I think that's correct.
But I think iRacing really need to pull their finger out because see all them wires in the back of the car here? They're not even bouncing.
Wires.
Yeah, the wires in the back of the car. This is meant to be a simulator, man.
Ah.
It's a joke.
Oh. Oh. The
Alright.
feeling when realization kicks in.
Don't worry, it's late on a Sunday. Come on, we're allowed to be. All right, let's go back to P. Lee. Sorry, car's in AMG. There we go. Or should I say Brenton West? Click the wrong button. Half a second in the GT3 field. This is the closest battle in the GT3 field for position. William Mitchell, 2 drop rounds I thought, 1 sprint, 1 enduro. You are correct, 100%. You know more than I do. I only raced one season at the AMF Dev Series and then I went into broadcasting it with Bruce Ross.
Which
He's
got
actually
no
in
idea
this
where he is.
race. He's actually in this race, cruising around.
Yeah.
CM Security put a lot of work into the broadcast, and if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be here. So
No.
if you've got any complaints, complain to Bruce. All right, Nathan, and this I've been watching the times, eh? Every time I flick the cameras away from these boys, eh? They're definitely yeah. And I don't want to curse anyone at all, but yeah, it's getting interesting. Damon, how you going, mate? In the YouTube chat.
It's the Mole Queen.
Yep. How are the Scots?
Yeah, it looks like the second split has just no, second split has finished, but it sounds like the top split is still going on. I don't know. I just kind of I've stopped watching Scots for a little while.
What? You're meant to be watching AMF Dev Series.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing. I've been watching AMF, watching this because I'm pretty interested in watching GT3s and GTEs, well, mainly GT racing, as Chris Whitaker comes in now.
Yeah.
Position number 3. Craig Edwards also getting harassed by a couple of GT3s. It looks like he finally has a bit of competition of Paul Jones, but look, I think Paul Jones is a lap down, which I can't confirm now.
Got a little bit of a bent wing on the Audi.
There you go. Paul Jones in position 25, which may not be the case in class-wise, but that's overall. There we go. Another GTE caught up with a GT3. Dan Haniva for CMR Racing is caught up with P. Lee at Carousel. That was gnarly, but gets it done.
As he goes wide, hold it together.
Wow.
You know when someone says ATM machine, and it's like automatic teller machine?
Yeah.
You know, CMR is like, if you say CMR racing. So it's like Chris Moretta racing.
What's your withdrawal, mate? A car? a stand?
Gotta watch this. Oh, look at this. I
Oh,
was about to swear then. My bad.
Craig Edward. No, I didn't
David
hear it.
Miller just got a little bit wide there.
Oh,
Sorry. Nathan going a little bit wide there. David Miller gets the spot from him. He's been waiting for like 5 laps for that.
wow.
Let's go. Look, even this. What's that? The top 11 guys haven't pitted yet. As we talk
Jeez.
about that, Chris Uding comes in the pits. Steve Varga is in the pits. Brenton West is in the pits. Can we go to a pit lane camera? Let's do this. There we go.
Nate, no, it's not Nathan Anson, it's, what is iRacing doing?
Let's go.
It's David Miller. David
jump
Miller
on.
at pin 9 in the pits.
He's coming into the pits. He wants out of that battle as he just got past him. What's going on?
No idea.
Send it, bro. Send it. Well, we are lap 22 of 45. So, on technicality, you're halfway through.
Well, we're halfway there.
That's it.
Oh, Chris Whitaker. Nearly spins Ross Wilson and does a fakie in the process.
So who else we got? They just pulled into their pits. As I saw on the track map there. It says Ryan Colstead is still in the pits. So he's the pace car, or the safety car. So I hope he's not going to blow the motor again.
Well,
That
I can
was
remember the
2
part-
seasons ago, wasn't it? He blew the motor. Dan Hanover
Yeah, I can-
right at the back of Jeremy Clark in a slower class. Got to watch Craig Edwards though. I just want to see if he's going to pit now. He's going to pit Nick's lap.
Oh.
Nope, Nick's lap. Staying out again.
One the RSR Audi has just gone a little wide.
Same for James Wilson. He's staying out. What about Steve Lattimore? Go another one. Lee Meagle. Tyler Blackburn. Are you going to have a crack at it?
Oh! One on the roof. That's Dan. And Craig Edwards involved as well. Our race leader has been involved with Dan Hanover at the Brixton Stratton Bridge. That's major championship implications.
He did have a good lead. I don't know about this. Let's see what happens.
Oh, no!
Dan's lost it. Oh, he's lost the back.
He got him. He was the innocent bystander. Dan had nowhere to go.
Oh, he lost it again. Craig's. Oh, absolutely unlucky.
Tripped on him. He got tripped on himself. Absolutely got. He got tripped over by Dan. Very unfortunate that happened. But he's now lost I think he's now lost a spot to James Wilson. He's now behind Stephen Lattimore. Oh man.
That is definitely going to be a penalty for that.
Unsafe re-entry. Without a doubt. And it's taken this will take Craig Edwards well out of the race.
No. I'm not going to say that. No, because he's about to make he's going to make a pit stop anyway, right? So the time he's going to lose is the time on this lap. So he's 4.5 seconds behind James at the moment. So he's in P2, right? Yeah. It's 4.5. So he's already he was already up by what, 6? So if you can get this car in the pits now, repair it, fuel it, tyres, he's done his pit stop, right?
There we go.
As he pulls in the pits, he's done his fuel, his tyres, he'll repair his car, he'll come back out, he'll push hard, and if he can get that 4.5 seconds back before, or slightly after, James does his pit stop, it probably... Yeah.
He may not lose that spot.
Well, he's already lost the spot. But the fact is, it's not going to penalise him overall race-wise. Even though that was pretty bad. Yeah.
There you go, utilise this fast repair.
Well, let's watch the times. I'll watch the time now on what Craig's going to do. And we'll watch the time as well. Because he's really good at fuel as well. So he'll work his fuel out exactly.
As
all right,
planned.
So let's put bets on it, right? 39 minutes to go. He'll run out of fuel just over the line. What do you reckon?
Possibly.
Yeah, can someone watching this go tell Craig to underfuel his car?
If Ross did it the last round, did it last round, surely Craig Edwards would do it. There we go. He's in. And I believe he might have actually lost the spot as well. He might have lost a spot from another driver that was in the pits.
So he's only done 38, okay? So he's done a 38 pit stop. Oh, don't know.
Not sure what the fuel drop is for GTEs. If they're any different compared to GT 3s.
Man, this is massive. Anderson right on the back of Chris Whittaker. Like, fully on the back of him. But Anderson's only done a 17.9 pit stop. So did he just take fuel or what?
Looks like he did.
Oh, but even then, 2 cars back, P11 David Miller did 18.6. So he's only taken fuel.
But actually, it looks like there is someone waiting for an interview in the waiting room. I'm gonna take a random guess, and that would be Chad Hearn. You seeing what I'm seeing, Steve?
Yeah, I'm just having a look now.
Let's see. Could that be Chad Hearn?
I wonder what Chad's doing. Does he want to come in and say hi, does he?
Sounds like it.
Oh, let's get him in here. Let's go for it.
Before we do, drive-through penalty for car 717 for the incident with Craig Edwards.
Only a drive-through.
That's
interesting.
That's interesting.
Do you reckon we should pull Chad in? Oh, he's sitting around. Let's pull him in and say hi.
Yeah, why not?
Let's chuck him in here. Hey Chad, what's going on?
Hey guys, how are you?
Yeah, not bad. How are you?
Yeah, doing pretty good. Just, caught up in the race, to be honest. This one has tripped everyone up.
Yeah,
speaking of tripping somebody up, Ian Smee just had a little incident at exit 10-1.
Yeah, let's look through. James Wilson still hasn't taken his pit stop yet, though. I'm keen on watching the numbers on that one. Ian Smee still hasn't had one.
I'm actually quite surprised he didn't show up in the race here today, Chad.
Yeah, I'm looking after the kids today. The wife's on night shift, so just spectating. But no, it's been a pretty insane race. People putting tyres on the grass, spinning out left, right, centre. The Redback Racing team even getting a bit muddled up there with Pat and.
Yeah, there's been a bit going on. It's a bit unusual for these guys, especially in an endurance race. Even look at Dave Clements on lap 1, that brought out the safety car. So yeah, it's interesting to say the least. And we've only got one round left as well.
Yeah, that's the interesting thing. This particular race has left the championship open, everywhere sort of thing. I thought Tom had it, but with him putting it in the wall earlier on there, sort of possibly puts me back into contention if there's drop rounds. Or I think you mentioned before there are drop rounds. So
yeah, one in Enduro, one in Sprint.
Yeah, so we've got Rob who's been out in front all race, and doing a great job there. So who knows what's going to happen.
Well, you've got Tom Curran up front now, and Rob's in second.
Well, how on earth has that happened?
I think it's because he's taken his pit stop.
The second one?
No, the first. Oh, there must have been an incident actually.
But if you think about it, Tom took a pit earlier on, so I don't know, has he driven the pants off this or something?
No, he's out there by a little bit. Yeah,
that'll be remarkable. That will be remarkable if he gets back from that earlier incident.
Well, Tom's up in P1 at the moment, although, look, he did have that incident. He has one pit stop showing, but it was only a 7.8 second stop, so it looks like only a fast repair. Though he does have a 27 second lead, or should I say, actually no, because that's a GTE, he's got a 29 second lead over Rob that's in second.
Oh, that was close.
As he goes wide.
Chad Yielding nearly went to the back of you. Oh, and Javon Wood's just gone wide at Carousel.
I missed the boys, sorry.
With Jeremy Clark.
So while you're in here, Chad, right? So we've seen your name. Well, what are we on? Round 7, round 8. We've seen your name up front. All right. The whole entire season. How do you find the season, or how do you find the racing with AMF Dev Series?
To be honest, I absolutely love it. I was a bit iffy about how it was going to be split between GTE and GT3, but I think it's made the racing true. I like how there's two separate races going on in the one here, and by dividing it up, it gives people like Tom, myself, Rob, Mark, and the rest of the boys, something to battle against and win for. And the guys in Elite and Pro sort of gives them a separate battle as well. And I don't know what you reckon, but I reckon there's been a lot less instances this season than in the previous.
I do agree with that. I find that how they split, how they said about the GTEs and the GT3 split. And obviously the GTEs are going to be the elite drivers, and then you've got the pro drivers, and then you've got GT3 pro, amateur, and rookies. I reckon it worked really well because the first season of broadcast, so what, 3 seasons or 4 seasons ago, we had a few races that race control got in there and warned you all, knock it off.
I do remember that, yeah.
Yeah, so you know, you boys better sort it out because I think at even in lap 1, the second corner, there was like half of the field got half of the field got in a bingle, but
I think Belle Isle was that race. It was just crash after crash, yellow flag, safety car, and yeah, I think race control had a gutful by the end of it.
yeah, that was it. It was a hard race, a very hard race for race control that day. But look, that's what happens, and it's a development series. But look at even tonight, like one series every week. It just goes a bit wide. You know, even on a Sunday night, as we were mentioning before, look, Scops is on. You know, so all the V8 drivers are in there, and we still get 30 odd people. It's got to say something.
Yeah, no, I was pretty impressed. I took note of that as well. How many drivers have rocked up for this? Yeah, like you say, they call it a dev series, but I reckon it's actually a bit more than that now. Yeah, and going back to the GT3 GTE comparison, I quite like actually having a race with the GTEs amongst us as well. I think that's pretty cool. You know, if you're trying to hunt someone down and possibly you get behind a GTE on a straight, you get a bit of a drag, and then, you know, the next lap, the guy in front, maybe he gets a bit of bad luck and he's stuck behind a GTE, it sort of brings you back in the competition a little bit. I quite like that.
Yeah.
How do you find the setups, being fixed setup?
Yeah, I like it. I mean, I use both. I use the VRS set and the dev set that's provided. I find the dev set a little bit tighter than the VRS setup, so I make the VRS setups a little bit loose, but that's the whole point. It's a development series, so you don't want guys sort of spinning off everywhere. But no, I'm really impressed. I mean, I started with the dev series setups. That's where I learned to drive because they're nice and safe, and then progressed into the VRS. So I reckon they're good.
Yeah, but that's the funny thing. I mentioned this a couple of seasons ago, when it was all GT3s, that if you're a V8 driver or you're an iRacing driver and you're in for road racing, you come on board to like better yourself and stuff like that. You jump into an AMF dev season or season and you race it. You keep these setups, and I know a lot of people use these setups in GT3 racing. So it's a good thing.
I did that at the start, yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely a good thing to give people a starting point on iRacing.
Yeah, totally. Our baseline setup didn't really do much for me. You just get, you know, it becomes pretty demoralising, doesn't it, when you don't really know much about setups and you just see cars going past you all the time. But yeah, these setups that they provide really give you a good start in the official series, and you know, if those who want to take it on can either fiddle around with it or try out the VRS sets for themselves, and no, I think they're a great starting point. Yeah.
Just as we were talking there, and that's Tom Curran just coming into the pits now. So we'll see what happens when he gets back on field and see where he comes out.
Yeah, definitely. We'll find out shortly as to what happened at the first pit stop, whether it was just a quick repair or whether he took some fuel and tyres as well. You were saying it was quite quick.
Yeah, it was. It was 7 seconds. So even for 7 seconds, that was pretty long for a fast repair.
Yeah, and I imagine early on in the race he wouldn't have been able to take much fuel either.
Nah, not at all. Because that was only, what, lap 1, lap 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that'll be the case.
Well, that's Craig Edwards as well, getting back on it now after that incident. With Dan, unlucky. He's in the YouTube chat at the moment.
He's currently on to position number 3 and currently harassing the back of, I believe that was Chris Whitaker. Yeah, Chris Whitaker in the FT1 Ferrari 488. He's got a bit of a gap between Wilson and Whitaker.
Oh, he's got 10 seconds. We were talking about, you know, Craig Edwards here. 0.1 off the back of Whittaker here.
Yeah. So it's on back up 347 having a drive-through. That's Russ McQueen. Hear something from the brook. Could confirm from race control any moment now.
Yeah, it was just to ease Dan's feeling a bit bad, and he's sitting in YouTube chat saying he's going to call it a night. But I was going to say the message from race control was not the worst mistake, but the worst outcome. So look, it happens in racing, and that was unlucky. But we just saw the move from Craig Edwards on Chris Whittaker. But I think Chris knows that Craig's going to be pushing hard at the moment. Craig wants that back.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
As James Wilson pulls in the pits. So this is going to be interesting. He has to do under... Well, no, he had a 4-second gap. So he has to do like 30 or 42. Second pit stop here, so see how that goes. Pat Gallo, another one that's close. Coming up to some traffic, that's probably going to benefit him. On Steve Lattimore there.
There we go. Craig Edwards into P2.
As Chad just said before, you know, you might get some, you know, aerodynamic advantage from sitting behind a slower car. As you can see what's happening now, Steve Lattimore just kind of shot through an extra second on top. On the GT3 cars. And then Steve Lattimore's doing the same thing where Pat Gallo is now in dirty air, so that's it.
So this is what I like about the mixed class racing is you have to be a little bit careful about, you know, when you choose to let the GTE car through or when a GTE car decides to overtake. Sometimes you try and use it to your advantage if you're defending or attacking.
Well, that's it. Look, there's, you know, it's not new to say that you're really fast in a GT3, Chad. You're really fast. You can tell by you and Tom going, you know, pound for pound every lap. And we've seen it in the last 3 or 4 broadcasts. You go watch them. You guys have really pushed on a new level this year, or this season. So, you know, it's very rare. I thought you would have went, oh, let's go to the GTEs and let's push hard there. Is that a thought for you for next season?
I just stuck to the sort of regs when signing up, and at the time I think I was below 2250. So I thought, look, I'd only done one season with AMF before, so I thought I'll, you know, bide my time into another season. I didn't expect to be this competitive, to be honest, because I missed all of season 5. So I quite like this. I think, you know, I want to do the righty and sort of develop my skills first before I get into the GTEs, and you know, sort of earn my way in there, so to speak. And yeah, no, this is definitely the way I want to do it.
So what's your focus out of, obviously, you know, what's your focus out of AMF Dev Series? What do you focus on mainly in iRacing officials?
That's a good question. I mean, missing season 5 was due to my studies, so I just put in tons of time in my own sort of, you know, understanding the car. And to be honest, I don't know. To be honest, with AMF, I think I just like that you're racing with a really similar class of drivers. Whereas you jump in an official series, it could be anywhere. You know, you could have a racing against people with 3,500, 4,000, and you're stuck there with 2,200 or something like that, and you just get annihilated. Whereas in this, anywhere in the, you know, any sort of driver can be competitive on some sort of level and race against other guys. So yeah, I mean, I've used it as a development thing. Once I found out that there was going to be a GT3 and a GTE class split up, I thought, you know, this could be my chance to get in and win something. Maybe that was my ultimate goal, was to get in there and try and win something, yeah, in the GT3s.
Yeah, that's it. Well, look, by the standings and how your driving ability is, I think it's you and your teammate that's got to be fighting each other for it.
Yeah, that's been it's been awesome this year. I've really liked how competitive it's been. The fact that we're probably going to come down to the last round, depending on how drop rounds sort themselves out, as to you know, who takes the championship.
Well, that's it. Look, you're not racing tonight, but we had this conversation before, you know. We do have one drop round, an endurance round, and one drop round in a sprint round. So that might work out in your benefit.
Yeah, totally. And going back to learning different bits and pieces, I think this season I've run out of fuel more than any other season, and you know, on the last lap I've mucked up a few pit stops and stuff. So these are all the sorts of things I really need to work on for my race, and you know, an AMF development series sort of helps with that.
Well, while we're on that subject here, because obviously development series or development would be a major thing for new people that are keen on iRacing or such. So what about you for your fuel management? There's so many software out there. What would you use in a race? As in, you know, what would you use for your fuel management? Is it JRT or Crew Chief, or is it a Z1, or do you use any programs like that?
Yeah, I use Crew Chief, but there's sort of a caveat with it, and that's the fact that if you get yellow flags and if you're racing in a different class series, it seems to muck the calculations up a little bit, and you've got to chuck an extra couple of litres in. So there's a few, you know, quirks to be aware of, but I find in an official series, if you're racing in the same class, it's, you know, spot on. It's really helpful. So yeah, I stick with Crew Chief, and then in the mixed series like the AMF, I just chuck in a couple of extra litres now. I had to learn the hard way in the first couple of rounds, but yeah, chuck a couple of extra litres in with Crew Chief.
Yeah, well, that's it. I'm asking you these questions instead of us talking about it. You hear it from a driver, clear as day. Rob Gray just comes into the pits, by the way, and Craig Edwards is P1. So lots moving around, but yeah, we'll see what happens a little bit closer to the 0 mark rather than the 21-minute mark.
That's the thing, but any lap, anything can happen. Someone can put a tyre on the grass, and you know, the race is back on again.
Yeah, but especially
that's why I love these tracks. I love.
Yeah, especially the RSR. Like, I'm not picking sides of cars here. An RSR is really safe as a GTE. I put it in the same category as the AMG, as a safe GT3 to drive.
Yeah, I agree.
But the minute you put just 1 foot wrong, that rear tyre off the track and touch the grass, yeah, you're a passenger.
Pretty much. I find that with a lot of the GTEs, but definitely with the Porsche, yeah.
I find the Ferrari a little bit more stable, but it's a lot more calculated to drive one of them fast. You have to be really precise, lap after lap.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone else notices this, but I feel as though you've got to turn the Ferrari steering wheel a whole lot further than the other cars.
I mainly have understeer issues. I just try and push it like a Porsche. As we see Liam Eagle go around an AMG, easy as. Yeah, but yeah, the Porsche is, because obviously the RSR wasn't released too far along, well, too far away. Back in the day when you do the VLNs in the 911 Cup car, you know, if you can last 4 hours in one of them, you can last, you know, 90 minutes in an RSR, easy.
Yeah, definitely. Look, fellas, I'm going to have to run. I just thought I'd pop in and say g'day. Look, the broadcast is fantastic. What you guys have done the last couple of weeks, it looks sensational. So give a shout out to all the Redback Racing team and our sponsors, and especially Mark Samuel. We couldn't do it without those guys, and put the amount of cars that we have on the track each week. And thanks to the AMF guys as well, Ryan and Justin. So I'll catch you out on the track next week, boys. See you then.
Yeah, well, cheers for jumping in here, Chad. And while you say about the Redback Racing team and Mark and that, I've got to say, right, this is no word of a lie. I'm sitting here drinking, I'll just say a beverage, out of my brand new Redback Racing team stubby cooler. So,
oh, you got it.
Yeah, I got to give a shout out for Mark for that. He, yeah, he sent me some, you know, merchandise, and yeah, appreciate that. So if any of you boys are back in the Redback Racing team, get onto them, mate. Yeah, get some merch. You got to support these small sim teams and stuff like that. Anything matters, you know. So, nah, I got to give a shout out to Mark. I was going to do it at the end of it, but as you just brought it up, I thought I'd give it him a shout out now.
No, yeah, he's been pretty great. Hey, all the stuff that he provides for the team provides a lot of team morale, a lot of team building exercises, sort of. So, and you know, everyone's really supportive of each other in the series. So that's sort of what you want in the team. And no, I got some merchandise coming my way shortly in the mail, so I can't wait for it to arrive.
Yeah, I've heard a few little stories on the private conversations with Mark. So, yeah, when it all comes out, he's working on a lot of stuff behind the scenes, as you said, in a team environment as well. So, yeah, watch this space with RRT.
Definitely. Happy to be a part of the team. All right, fellas, I'll catch you then.
All right,
See you
cheers
next
for
week.
jumping in, Chad. Good luck in the
No dramas.
championship, eh?
Cheers, catch you then. Bye.
See you, mate.
So, yeah.
So that was interesting to actually have a driver in for a little bit there.
Yeah, it was.
We didn't do too much commentating on the race, but as you heard from the conversations we were having, it was good to have a down to earth chat with someone that's raced this season, you know. And as he said, respectively, he missed out in his second season a bit, so he's onto his as iRacing just kicks it a little bit there. He's Chris Whittaker. He's on to his third season, so and he's really competitive this season. So we'll see what happens.
Exactly, definitely. Oh, Chris again doing a bit of rally crossing at the final corner.
He was so close then too as well to Steve Lattimore. They've been going all race. The thing is to as we see someone pull off the track there, white to let Craig through. No one's taking chances tonight.
No.
So it's good to see, man, that you can get someone in here and have a chat with them, just, you know, chilled out. This is what the series is about, and especially, like, I've touched base on this as well, about the setups and stuff like that what these boys do. Training as well. So the training, the AMF Dev Series chuck up 2 training sessions every week, or practice sessions as such. And you're in the server with these fast guys, you know, Craig Edwards, Andrew Welter. You haven't seen him so much this season, but like a few others that, you know, names I could rattle off for days, really. The 2 major teams in this series as well, you've got, you know, Race and Oz, and then you've got Redback Race Team. You go ask these boys in the race session, or watch their replays, or just say to them, hey mate, have you got 5 seconds, can you watch my fastest lap and tell me where I'm going wrong. What should I do? Am I wrong gear selection here? Am I not going wide enough, or am I going too wide? Just as we see Darren just go around an AMG. Saw a few laps ago, the same corner. Rob Gray in the mix between Pat Gallo, and it would be Chris Uding. So he's probably getting some aero out the back of that Porsche there, so that's probably going to benefit against Mark Dial, that's 13 seconds behind him, that's out in basically his own air that he's got to cut. But again, you see all the cars, you see all the liveries, they're pretty much all the same team.
Yeah.
We usually have team names showing up. For some reason on the ticker it's been an issue for a couple of broadcasts, but as you can see on the focus on driver down the bottom as he pulls in the pits, Mike Dial, yeah, it's playing a little bit of havoc. RRT is all over this broadcast.
Definitely.
Not that I'm purposely doing that, by the way. It's not my race team. No, that's alright. No, it's not. Well, look at your race team. You're not even controlling it, and they're all over it as well.
Yeah.
What are you doing? But see, that's the main teams in this. Hey, you've got 3 main teams that race in this race. Don't get me wrong if I don't say anything. But well, okay, we'll put 4. We'll put 4 in there. We've got Fusion, we've got Pulse, we've got Race and Oz, and we've got RRT. So look, That's how you develop your drivers. But you go see their names and you go see these guys do VLNs or GT3 races. It's a whole different kettle of fish.
It is. Because they practice for these. Wow.
Bit close. But see, that's what it is. And these, no joke. There's a 400mm cable between me and fibre optic. So, you know, I can't get any better.
Definitely.
So when are we going to see your name in one of these races, mate?
Hopefully soon.
You're going to get on track?
I'm hoping so.
Well, that's like Bruce Ross. Bruce Ross used to do the broadcast, and I was the commentator with him. You know, as I touched base early in the race. So yeah, he was like, nah, I'm too edgy. I need to get back on track. So good on him. Got back on track and had a race. There's a big gap between Steve and Chris now.
Yeah.
Alright, let's go through the field, see who hasn't done 2 stops, and you've got 11 minutes to do. Craig Edwards hasn't. Oh, there you go. Talk of the devil appears. Commentary on the nose there. As he comes into the pits, Liam Eagle in P2 hasn't done his 2nd stop. Can't do it. Yeah, if you go on the pits now, I'm buying a lotto ticket. No, not buying a lotto ticket. Alright, Tyler Blackburn as well. He hasn't done his 2nd pit stop as he comes in. Pat Gallo in P7 hasn't done his 2nd. And then we go all the way down to P21. Chris Uding, he hasn't done his 2nd yet. And that's pretty much it for the field.
I'm also noticing here, one half of the track is covered in clouds, and the other half is the sun's still out.
Oh, let's check on the weather and see what it says, because it did say that it was heating up, and now it's cooled back down. So it went from 26 to 31 back to 26. If my eyes don't deceive me. Fastest lap, Craig Edwards on lap 30.
2:03. It's quick.
But the thing is what I want to see. Oh, well there you go, that just solves it right there. Craig Edwards is in front of James Wilson after his 2nd pit stop. So that the little mingle that the little bingle, should I say, that he got caught up with Dan, he's already got it back.
He's capitalised on it.
Well, as you can see, okay, let's look at the stints, okay? James Wilson's on 8 laps stint with his tyres. You've got Craig Edwards, obviously just got out the pits. And the lap times are pretty much 1 second different. Close to 1 second, so 0.8 of a second different. So that's got to say it there that he came back out and he's just like, nah, I'm not going to take it, and he's doing this Craig Edwards style. Give it everything he's got.
Put the hammer down, get it going.
But don't forget, Liam's up front, right? He's got a 14-second lead, but he still needs to make a pit stop. So I'm pretty sure he's gonna come in soon.
But
I wasn't gonna quote on it. Tyler Blackburn only half a second at the back of Pat Gallo there. Pat Gallo needs to make a pit stop though. Is he gonna do it? Nope. Everyone's got massive gaps. If you see the track map, they're all spread around. So, another interesting commentary on a endurance run.
Man, I'm just trying to stay awake.
Red Bull gives you wings.
I don't drink energy drinks, that's a problem.
Alright, let's jump on board with Liam Eagle here up front and go to an ad.
Safety car, safety car, safety car. Single file, guys. Single file, safety car.
Humans. Extinction.
As we just see, Liam Eagle coming to the pits then.
So the lead has been reinstated back to Craig Edwards.
With a 6.6 second gap. Well, this is the point of endurance racing, that they're getting to this point that they know the lap after lap after lap. They've got their positions set. All they need to do is they're counting down. You know, they're watching that, you know, the relative screen and the standard screen, and they're just watching that time click down, click down, click down, waiting for that final lap. We've got 5 laps to go here because it's on lap 40. And the race clock, 5.5 minutes. So there will be 1 extra lap rather than a 44 lap race. So hopefully the boys calculated the fuel on that one.
Let's hope so.
James Wilson, P2. Steve Lattimore, 3. Chris Whittaker. Liam Eagle. Tyler Black. Darren Hudson. Getting a bit of pressure from David Miller. That's going to be one to watch. Oh yeah. The next closest one would probably, well, it's just as good. There's a little bit of grass there. You don't want to do that. This one would be Steve Bartholomew on the back of Ryan Jones. That's for position.
Safety car,
Pretty
safety
much
car, safety
rest
car.
of the field.
Single file, guys.
Oh.
Single file, safety car.
What went on there with Ryan? He slowed right down. As he's blinking. Everything's going.
Going nuts.
Yeah, I know. Can't control computer.
No.
Dave's back up hard. Maybe Ryan's just a little bit faster in that corner.
Maybe.
Humans. Extinction.
See how this one pans out. Oh, Steven trying to go for a outside pass on at turn 1. That's not going to work. Plus
Well,
there
it's
is
the
an
next one.
impeding
It's the
Ferrari.
next one. Oh. So the next one that's going to count.
The Audi might have impeded Ryan. Oh, here we go. Drag race to turn 5. Steven's got. I reckon Steven may have got it. but it's going to advantage Ryan more. There we
Now
go.
we'll see what the run is out for Steve though.
Will he do the crisscross?
The speed difference.
No, he just stays behind him. It's a bit weird.
He's putting it on. Next couple of corners, that's where Ryan's going to be a little bit faster. Oh no, not if he goes wide.
That's the
Steve out the
that's
outside.
That's our carousel. Farback's still, Spell's still gonna really keep going, but
I think Steve's got it now. He's got the pass done, but let's go back up to David Miller. That's making a move on Darren.
knocks them side by side.
Coming up to a GT3 though, so. Oh! Nice move from David. It's too far away to send it, but he's letting them know he's there.
The lights have flashed on. And guess who's behind him? Who's joined the party? Nathan Anderson.
Safety car, safety car, safety car. Single file, guys,
Yeah.
single file.
Craig
safety car.
Edwards, our leader, came back even after having a spin, a little bit of a touch up. Pretty much led start to finish. Got his time back with the pit stops. All he needs to do is make it clean.
I reckon we've got one more lap to go after this.
Well, we've got 46 seconds. So where is he on track? He's coming on the last corner. We're going to have another couple. Oh, just in front of him, we've got a Ferrari that's going a bit bouncy.
That could have ended badly.
Okay, that was good.
There we go.
Where is it? His next car? On this final lap.
I think this will be the final
I
lap.
think it will come up to the final.
Whee! Someone's...
Yeah, this is the final lap.
There we go.
So let's see who's going to send it here. Oh, we've got Liam Eagle. And a good fight. Chris Whittaker is so close to him on our final lap. Not only that, you've got this David Miller, Nathan Anderson fight happening again.
Again.
Alright, let's go down. We've got Ryan Jones and Steve Bartholomew. He's still holding in there. P. Lee and P4 in the GT3s. On the back of Tom Curran. It's currently in third. Rob Gray's out. He's gone.
Oh no! Liam just went a little bit too wide. Coming into carousel then.
David Miller just got Darren Huxham as well on the last lap.
Wowzers. Craig Edwards about to get on the penultimate corner. Now round to the final corner.
Oh shoot, down to Liam Eagle. He's not going to make a move. He's close and he's got the speed. He's run it wide. Keep an eye on that. But our race winner, Craig Edwards, takes it out, and what a comeback he does.
What a comeback that was.
James Wilson in P2. Chris Whittaker having a fight with Liam Eagle. Liam's still hanging in there. Steve
Safety
Lamore,
car, safety car,
P5.
safety car. Single file, guys, single file, safety car.
Tyler Blackburn, another race on his car. RRT, P7, David Miller. Got past Darren Huxham on the last lap. Nathan Anderson Did he just run out of fuel? Darren Huxham just run out of fuel.
Jeez. Looks like it done in nick of time as well.
What was on there? Nathan just got him on the line. We got Pat Gallo. Bruce Ross comes in on 11. Steve Bartholomew. Gap's a little bit over Ryan Jones on the last lap. Skill key forward.
Humans.
Right, all these boys tonight. Dave Clements. Even after. Oh. Last corner accident. Can't get it over the line, mate.
No.
Probably going to shoot me for that one, but Paul Jones.
Last driver to will be crossing the line will be Simon Larder in position number 30. No. It will be Dean Reddit who's also run out of fuel. He's not going to make it across the line. What a shame for. What a shame for Simon Larder. He won't be able to come across the line.
Unlucky.
There we are.
Our winner.
Got a ladder up.
He's done his victory lap.
Yeah, right.
He's just showing off he's just showing off how much fuel he still has. He's trying to blow his motor, I think.
It's doing single when burnout marks.
Yeah, well that's it. He's a good driver, and especially with a A-class 4.99 safety rating license, you would know why.
Definitely.
What an interesting race that was.
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty full on, to be honest. So, who do you think is going to get the fastest lap?
Craig Edwards.
There you go. Craig Edwards lap 3.
Safety car, safety car, safety car. Single file, guys. Single file, safety car.
Very interesting. But anyway, I've got to head off.
No worries, man. As
Too
always.
tired to get.
Cheers for jumping in. I'm just going to bring in a couple of the boys and let's have a chat between all of them. Let's just pull them all in at once.
No worries. I'll see you later.
No worries, man. Have a good one.
Congrats, Craig. Oh,
What's going on, Chris?
hey, buddy. How are you?
Not too bad. I'm just going to put all of yous in, right, and the broadcast commentary in one go,
Yeah, sweet as.
right, so we can all have a joke and laugh about what's going on. Craig,
Chaos Rain.
Craig, nice win, mate.
Well done.
Thanks very much, fellas. Yeah, it was a bit of an interesting one. Looked like I had it under control there until about halfway through, and that spinning car really put a bit of a twist in the tail.
Yeah, Dan's one there. Yeah, that was yeah, we were watching that pretty closely. But you came back out the pit stop and you were pretty much back in first. Well, Liam Eagle needed to make another pit stop, so.
Yeah, I was lucky the car wasn't too damaged once I got it going. I saw James Wilson who got past me, and I immediately went to start my pit stop strategy. Just filled the tank up, got the new tyres on, and started putting in as quick laps as I could. Had to dive past a few guys on the way, but yeah, I didn't know if I was going to be in front after that last stop, and I was pretty happy to see coming out of the pits they had a bit of gap.
Yeah, that spin you had that scared the out of me because you were in on each side of the track, and I sort of just got lucky, dove through the middle. But yeah, I thought you'd come back when I saw you got it back to pits. Like your pace is just on another planet to the rest of us tonight.
Well, you got the fastest lap, right? So you got the fastest lap on lap 4, and then you beat your own personal best. So no one beat it any time of the race until lap 30. You beat your own. So, and that was the point that you were trying to get back some time.
yeah, I think I had about a 6-second deficit coming into the pits. I knew I needed to try and turn that around before I came in for my second.
Yeah, but you definitely did a good job. Not to mention half of the other boys that are in here as well. Because I just pulled all of you in rather than just talking one of you one at a time. Because you helped me do my job. Because Tom, how you going?
Oh, been better. It was a tough race.
That was a tough race. You had a lap 2 incident there.
Yeah, spun it on my own. Just not enough practice, I reckon. But yeah, spun it lap 2, took it back around and used my fast repair and yeah, then just set about doing my lap times and ended up having a pit and was looking all right and then had a 15-second hold for something. I don't know what happened, but I think I might have cut the last corner and then gone over the start-finish line. But I didn't get a slow down at all, so pretty frustrating. But yeah, take third, to be honest.
Yeah, because good old Chad jumped in the commentary box there for a little bit. He was in here for about 5 or so minutes talking about what was going on.
Yeah, Chad said he couldn't race tonight, unfortunately, but we're sort of locked in a bit of a close battle in the championship there, and we're sort of loving it. So, yeah, shame he couldn't race, but he was, on the mic.
Yeah, that's always good, man. It's always good to have your teammates there as well. Hey, Chris Whittaker.
Yes.
Do I say your name properly?
No.
Oh,
it's all good, buddy. Whittaker.
Whittaker. Okay, right. 3 seasons.
It's all good, man.
3 seasons. 3 seasons and haven't said your name right.
She's all good, man. That's all good. I've been called a lot worse.
Yeah, well, that's it. Because I can remember. Because the same as the first broadcast I did was you winning the MX-5s at Bathurst. So you're racing again, this special event in week 13?
Yeah. No, we're back in the MX-5 again. So go for a play at the island. I'm looking forward to it.
You're not doing it again, are you?
Yeah. Yep.
You had a good run tonight, by the way, man. You were in some good battles.
Wasn't too bad a race. I probably didn't have the outright pace of a lot of the other fellows. Had a cracking run there the last couple of laps with Liam Eagle. That was on like Donkey Kong. Bloody good fun, but yeah, unfortunate for the likes of Mr. Lattimore, obviously having a bit of an incident there onto the straight. So he was sitting pretty for a good result as well. But I mean that's racing, as they say. But no, it wasn't a bad night.
Yeah, it was definitely good to watch, man. I was trying to keep up with what was going on at the start of it, but by the end of it, yeah, all of you seem to, it's endurance racing. You just kind of get in that niche and go, that's where I'm going to be and this is where I'm going to stay. There's only probably two battles that were going on by the end of it in the last 5 laps, so you made our jobs hard.
Yeah, I certainly felt like I was in a battle with another car, but geez, I was watching that time and just to be able to beat Lattimore, because you normally watched him last season, the GT3 dominate and then changing cars, being able to feel like you can run against someone like that. I was watching that Delta and I felt like he was 2/10 off me, even though he was 5 seconds back. I was certainly feeling the battle.
How did all the cars hold up? How did the car hold up?
Set was solid on the fares. Can't say much about that. Anything else?
Yeah, no, I agree. It seemed to hold in there the whole stint. You did notice a little bit of knock-off from the tyres, probably from halfway through when it was on just that funny area where you still get a little bit of weight on board. But aside from that, it was pretty consistent the run. So it's not a bad little set.
Oh, that's good.
We won't tell Phil that, but will we?
Oh, we just saw that Rob Gray jumped in as well. Rob, how you going? No, he's not there.
Oh, I'm here. Hello.
Oh, hey, Rob, how you going?
Awesome.
How was your car tonight?
That was really good. Didn't have any fuel trouble, but I really like this track, and I think the BMW worked well around it.
Yeah, well, it seems that you were up front over Stephen Varga. How was that race going?
Yeah, he's flogging it. Yeah, I had nothing for him. Yeah, way too much pace for me. I was just like, they're both pretty much the same speed, but the BMW just seems to have the better gearing or the better driver on this occasion. So, no, hats off.
Yeah, I think I got lucky with Tom having his incident earlier on, and Chad not.
I think we both benefited from that one. Yeah, it was good.
It was definitely a good race to watch, guys. So, hey, while you're all in here, you can say whatever you want without swear words, but if you want to
Right,
thank anyone,
quickly say thank you to RMS, LeBlanc, CETA, and Repairs, and I think that's about.
All right, that's from Steve. Anyone else? Craig?
Yeah.
Rob?
I'll jump in. Just shout out to the guys that run the series. It's been going for a while now, and they do a good job showing up every week to run it, so we can have some fun. And just thanks to my team. Like I was at the end there, I made a call out, and a guy jumped out of another session to come in and just crew chief me to the end. So yeah, it makes it a lot more fun.
Thanks to you guys as well for putting the broadcast on. So it's added another element to the series, having the ability to go back through the races afterwards, and a couple of days later when you're sitting there having smoke or whatever, you can pull the phone up and have a bit of a look at the race from the weekend. It's bloody good, good.
That's good. We try not to make mistakes, but we make mistakes every day. So yeah, it's been fun and a learning curve. But yeah, as long as you guys we try and give you we try and go through the field and give everyone airtime, because I know what it's like being in a broadcasted race and they only show the top 3. So I try and go through and show the whole entire field. Even though we do, as I said, we make mistakes, stuff up and whatnot. But we started this as a joke with Ryan, so just to show you guys what the race was. So, yeah, as long as everyone enjoys it, I guess we're doing something right.
Exactly right.
Great effort.
That's it.
Stuff.
That's it. While I'm on the podium here, I'll put the shout out. Thanks to all the guys at FT1 as well. Our sponsors, Demon Tweaks, Sim Racing Collectibles, HRS, RMS as well, SimSpeed, all those guys. Appreciate your assistance.
Legend. Anyone else?
Yeah.
Yep. Sorry, I'll jump in. Yeah, I'd just like to thank our sponsors, AWS, Eclipse Signage, and Dripping Paint Graphics. And yeah, big thanks to you guys in the commentary box and RMS for getting this software going. It's starting to work well. There's a little bit of trouble tonight, but the last couple of rounds have been really good for that. So hopefully that keeps kicking.
Yep, I'd like to thank RMS and the officials. They do a great job. It's always good having a league with officials watching over. Yep, and the Flying Giraffe.
Right, finish that off. You got cut off there. So you're Flying Giraffe. Yep, that's the racing team.
Yep, that's it.
All right.
That's where I stopped.
No, just making sure you got every second you wanted, mate. So are we all done, lads?
Yeah, shout out to Chris for knowing who our sponsors were. I never expected to be on a podium, so.
That's the number one thing, eh? You drive the cars every day. You see the liveries all the time, and when it comes to the point that someone stumps you and puts you on the moment and says, "Oh yeah, who do you want to thank?" and you're like, yeah, that dude and my team.
Yeah, for the longest time, I always had to bring up our Facebook page, which tells us how to shit out to our sponsors. I'm starting to remember now, though.
That's it. All right, boys. Well, I'm going to sign off for tonight, man. Cheers for all jumping in, man. It was always fun to have actually about time that, people that jump in this waiting room and we'll pull you all in and stuff like that. But look, more than welcome. If you want to come in, you had a good battle and whatnot, jump in the comms box and whatever, and we'll see you next round. It's the final round and it's the sprint round. So, look, good luck to the guys that are in, well, obviously there's a couple of you in the commentary box at the moment that are in contention for the championship. I didn't put the points up for the reason of it. We want to see what happens next week. So, guys, good luck. And from me and all of us here, thanks for racing in the series, eh?
Thanks, Steve. Take
Thanks
care.
very much.
Thank
Good
you.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
safety car, safety car, safety car, single file guys, single file, safety car.
Humans.